Hey everybody, M.W. Smith and I'm back.
How much damage, how many calamities, disruptions and devastations of kingdoms have there been? How many souls have perished in the Indies over the years, and how unjustly? How many unforgivable sins have been committed? Bartolomé de las Casas.
In December of 1492, 3 ships, under the command of Christopher Columbus, approached the second largest island in the Caribbean.
I listened to that. I thought, out of the things that they've done that's unforgivable, or what they tell us, or what were supposed to be like the unforgivable sins, just the wording they put there, is that the ultimate? Is that like really what they're talking? I mean, what they've done when they came here, is that going to be held against them on Judgment Day? Like, unbelievable. I was looking at that and I thought this was interesting how these are dated. 1492. That looks like it was 14 something. And that looks like, can't really tell. It looks like 1000.
For 8 weeks, Columbus had traveled from the Bahamas to Cuba, finally reaching the site of modern-day Haiti and the Dominican Republic. The island he would name Hispaniola.
Real quick, have you ever noticed something? All those calamities and all those terrible things, devastations happened to the island of Haiti, but the Dominican Republic is on the same exact island, but it seems to never get hit. Did you notice that? They never have to evacuate. It never has these mighty, you just notice that? It's always the Haitian side.
The island was then populated by people known as the Taino. One region was controlled by the paramount chief, Wakanagari. On Christmas Eve, while coasting along the shore, Columbus's flagship, the Santa Maria, ran aground. On Christmas Eve, while coasting along the shore, Columbus's flagship, the Santa Maria, ran aground.
When Wakanagari learned the news, he sent all his people from the town with many large canoes to unload everything from the ship. So great was the care and diligence which that king exercised, and he himself was as diligent unloading the ship as in guarding what was taken to land, in order that everything would be well cared for.
Grateful for the island leader's help, Columbus accepted his invitation to come ashore.
The admiral left to dine on shore and arrived at the time when 5 kings had come, all subject to the one who is called Wakanagari. Wakanagari.
So what, there were 6 kings living on that one island? Is that what they just said? Hold on.
The admiral left to dine on shore and arrived at the time when 5 kings had come, all subject to the one who is called Wakanagari.
Oh, so 5 kings came from other places, it sounds like, to meet this king here on his island as Christopher Columbus was dining with him. They were all under his jurisdiction. Now check this out.
Wakanagari came to receive the admiral as soon as he had reached land and took him by the arm.
Now, I think it's funny that they call Christopher Columbus a Marrano Jew, a Jew that had to hide under Catholicism so he wouldn't be killed. And I thought it was interesting. They also talk about his connection to the Kabbalah and the Kabbalah worship. And I was watching a video where all these scientists great scientists that they like to praise, none of our own for any of the achievements they've made, but all those greats that like to praise all of a sudden are Marrano Jews in private, and and they've all been using the Kabbalah, like what's his name, Albert Einstein. They talked about Albert Einstein read the Kabbalah, and then he would take the stuff from there and he would go test it out and use it in scientific theories.
Columbus was immediately struck by the beauty of Taino life.
The king observes a very wonderful estate in such a dignified manner that it is a pleasure to see. Neither better people nor land can there be. The houses and the villages are so pretty.
That's not a house. That's a hut.
They love the
He knows the difference. This is just them trying to put an image in our mind that doesn't belong there.
neighbors as themselves. And they have the sweetest speech in the world. And they're gentle. And they're always laughing. Christopher Columbus.
As a token of gratitude for the rescue of his men and supplies, Columbus presented Guacanagari with a red cape, a prestigious item among the...
I thought it was interesting. I was reading about a red cape, just trying to figure out what does that mean. And I took to here YouTube, and there was a gentleman who made some videos about the Bantu and how the Bantu were Hebrew people. The place is named where they were first at was named in Hebrew. But he also talked about the red cape and the red shield, talking about how in some of his videos that these were about what they called what was it, Esau. It's Esau. It's one of the things that Esau likes to do, or liked, which I didn't know if that's true or not. It was my first time ever reading about it or hearing about it, so I want to go back and look at it again, but I thought that was interesting. What's the purpose of the red cape?
Taino elite. In return, Guacanagari gave Columbus a golden tiara he wore.
That's what I wanted to get to, that golden tiara. The word, listen.
Columbus presented Guacanagari with a red cape, a prestigious item among the Taino elite. In return, Guacanagari gave Columbus a golden tiara he wore on his head.
Alright, listen to this, right? Tiara. 1956, 1950s. Headdress of Persian kings. Also worn by men of rank. From Latin tiara, tiara. I think that's how you say it. From the Greeks, tiara, of unknown origin earlier than in English from tiar. Also a richly jeweled headband in Western wear. So I don't think they're hiding it. I mean, Western, that would be us, right, in the Americas. But I think the part that stood out to me was the Persian part.